everybody? It's Coach Miana DK, and today I am here to talk about some ways that anxiety and depression can show up in your fitness journey, and also some ways that help me combat that. Okay, now here's what I'm not trying to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Everybody's going to do whatever works best for them. What I'm here to do is give you some ways that I noticed it showing up in my life and some ways that worked for me to combat that very thing. You understand what I'm saying? So if you find something that resonates with you in this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment and share it with someone who might benefit from the information that we're discussing here, okay? Okay, so here are some ways that depression and or anxiety can show up in your journey. You ever been sitting there on the couch or in the bed or something like that, and you're like, okay, you're perusing your things to do list, and number 3 is work out. And so you sit there and you say, I gotta work out. I gotta work out. And you say that for like 3 or 4 hours. And you also say, you know you're supposed to work out, right? So why aren't you getting up? And in your mind, you have no idea why you're not getting up, because you know that you're supposed to work out. And let's say it's not a workout. Let's say it is a list of things to do. You have to accomplish a list of tasks. You have to get them done today. And you look up, it's 4:00 p.m. and you haven't gotten anything done. But you have managed to beat yourself up about it. You've managed to call yourself lazy. You've managed to call yourself a procrastinator, because how in the world can I sit here full well knowing that there's a list of things that I need to do? And possibly the most important thing on that list is working out. And I somehow forget to do those things. Well, actually, we're not forgetting. I just somehow don't do it. I talk myself out of it while I'm beating myself up for not moving my body. Yeah, you might want to get that checked out. That's not normal. That's not what we do when things are normal, when we're happy, fully functioning adults. Things don't happen that way, right? So you might want to check on yourself. You might want to maybe get someone else to check in on you and see exactly what's going on, because that could be anxiety or depression manifesting itself in your fitness journey. So I assure you that beating yourself up, calling yourself lazy, telling yourself, oh my God, you're such a procrastinator, I can assure you it will not help you in your fitness journey. I can assure you it will only make things worse. Now, here's what's true. You can get things done by either beating yourself up or treating yourself well. There are 2 roads that you can take to get things done. Why take the road that involves beating yourself up and saying things about yourself that you don't even know if they're true or not? You could choose to be gentle with yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, we thrive in situations where we feel encouraged and motivated and validated. We do not thrive in those other areas. So it'd be great if you just could be gentle with yourself and realize that maybe, just maybe, something is going on, right? So that was the first thing that I had to do. I had to realize something was going on, because I was in an endless cycle of, okay, Miana, you know you gotta work out, and not actually getting the work done, and then beating myself up for it. And then after beating myself up for it, I would then eat bad, because I ate for comfort. Oh my God, I used to love to eat for comfort. Because see, when you're eating for comfort, you can give yourself excuses to eat as bad as you want, because it's just to make you feel better. Oh my God, I need to feel better, you know? And for me, you know, it was easy to trick myself into believing that I was eating these things to make myself feel better, when in reality, I just had a horrible relationship with food. That's all. My relationship with food was flawed, okay? There's no way that I should be thinking that food is a reward somehow, or that food is to emotionally affect you in any way. It doesn't, guys. It's just a lie that we tell ourselves to make the decisions feel good. So, I got not working out. I got feeling bad about it, talking about myself bad about it, and then I got eating bad. That's a horrible combination. Man, I promise you, you can keep up that combination every day. And for a lot of days consecutively, and then look up and 30 pounds later, you're like, Lucy, what happened? You understand what I'm saying? So, those are just some things that you could, look out for, because it sometimes happens. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna take them both off. How about that? Okay, so here are some things that I found that helped me when I was ready to really, really deal with how I felt and take control of it, right? And every day is not a win, okay? Every day is not a win, but I have way more wins than I do losses, okay? So here's some things that I did. I tweaked the things that I was putting in my body, okay? And I mean that all the way around. I started adding more things like blueberries, yogurt, granola, other berries. Just berries carry antioxidants, and they definitely help you. Definitely more leafy greens. So basically what that means is, listen, I am not about to eat 2 salads a day. I'm not. And I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all you need to eat 2 salads a day. Like, that just doesn't work out all the time, right? So I may cheat a little bit in that I will do a smoothie. And the reason why I say smoothie is because a smoothie is cheating, is because you're literally dumping everything in the blender and blending it up, right? And then just trying to take it in so that it can taste sweet and palatable. That's kind of like how I feel about it, so that's generally what I do. I have no problem eating a salad a day. No problem with that. Whether it be for lunch or dinner, I like salad, no problem. But I will throw in a smoothie to get the rest of the stuff that I'm not getting, because I'm not eating 2 to 3 salads a day. You understand what I'm saying? Also, I checked the things that I was putting in. And when I say that, I mean, what am I watching on TV? Like my friends will tell you, I don't like scary movies. I don't pay money to go to the movies to be scared. I'm not feeling that. That's not my thing. When I go to the movies, I want to laugh. I want to feel suspense. I want to know who done it. And I might want to cry if the story is moving enough. But I never want to be scared. So there are just certain things that I don't watch. Or if I do watch it, I watch very, very, very little of that thing. And the best example I can give is Law & Order. I love Law & Order. That is one of the best shows ever invented. And no, I'm not talking about SVU. I'm not talking about Criminal Intent. I'm talking about Law & Order, okay? And I could watch Law & Order, pretty often, However, it's about death. It's about details of death. It's about catching who killed a person, again, death. And if you get into like things like SVU, they talk about real graphic things. And like, you're never gonna get me to watch The Wire. You're never gonna get me to do those things because that's not really like my thing. I carry that with me. So for instance, if I watch The Wire on Tuesday and there's a scene of somebody getting raped or beat up or, stomped out or something like that, the problem is I'm still thinking about it on Thursday. I'm still thinking about it Friday, and I still have that uneasy feeling in my stomach regarding this scene that I watched on a TV show or a movie. And the reality is I can't afford to carry that kind of stuff with me because I have things I have to do. You understand what I'm saying? So I generally stay away from shows that don't align with how I want to feel. I don't watch anything or consume anything that doesn't align with that, okay? With the foods, you eat those foods because they align with how you want to feel. Not because you want to be this amazingly green eating type of person where all you eat is plant-based vegetables and all. Listen, if that's who you are, that's great. But the main reason why we eat the way we do is because it aligns with how we want to feel. And so the same thing with what I consume. I consume a lot of comedies and happy stuff because that's how I want to feel when I look at TV. The real world is sad enough. The real world has enough bad things happening in it where, you're not missing anything by choosing not to watch scripted, horribly bad things, right? So watch what you consume, watch what you put inside of you. And the final thing is, and this is going to sound like an oxymoron, but move your body. Move your body. Exercise releases endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. And happy people do not kill their husbands. If you know, you know. Anywho, yes, moving your body does help in fighting anxiety and depression. I'm going to tell you why. Not just the endorphin thing. That's true, though. Endorphins do make you happy. But you want to move your body because there's a movement for everything. On a day that you're feeling especially anxious, you may not go put in a full workout with weights and cardio and all of that stuff, but you might do yoga that day. You might do some stretching that day. You might do some trauma release exercises that day. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to box yourself into one thing. So whatever you feel, there's a movement for that. Whatever you feel, there's something that matches that you can move your body to, and it'll directly combat how you don't want to feel. Anyways, that's enough for that. I don't want to prolong it. I just wanted to give you some things that worked for me. I have a much better result now than I did before. A much higher success rate in getting the things done that need to be done, simply because I made a few changes. And you notice, I'm not telling you what you can't do. I'm not here for that. I'm only telling you what works for me. And if it works for you, that's great. That would be amazing. In fact, drop down in the comments and let me know what you do when you're feeling anxious or depressed or worried and still have to get it done. Let's get down in the comments and have a conversation. Until next time, though, I'm Miana DK and I love y'all. I swear I do.